last two things I want you to add to your inking book are two examples of using ink to create the illusion of deep space. Um, the first one we're going to cover, number 14, uh, is atmospheric perspective. An atmospheric perspective is what you see when you go outside and look from where you're standing out into the distance, say like to the mountains, and the mountains seem to look lighter and hazier or blurrier, and the things that are close to you are darker and clearer. So that in essence is atmospheric perspective. And the way that we're going to show or demonstrate that for our ink book is we're going to create mountain ranges, and go ahead and draw your mountains and try and draw them really light. Okay, just something that looks like a mountain. Okay, 4 or 3, it doesn't matter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use your ink to show the dark and the lightness. Okay, so the mountain that would be closest to you or closest to the viewer would be the darkest. Okay, so take the ink and paint this one with pure black ink, really dark. Okay, because it is the one that's closest to us. Okay, and because I don't want this video to be too long, I'm kind of going really fast, but you can go slow. Take your time, paint it carefully, make sure it's completely dark. Okay, all right, now we're going to use what we've learned already. After making our ink wash value scale, we know that we can create lighter values of ink just by adding water to them. Okay, so our next one is going to be a little lighter, and we can always test them, right? We can have a little piece of paper to test the value before we apply it to the surface. Okay, so that's pretty good for the next one. And notice that I'm using mostly the side of the brush because I'm trying to paint a large area. And for this one, it doesn't matter if I kind of go over and this touches. Okay. All right, so this one appears to be close to us. This one appears to look like it's behind this one. And the next one that we do is going to look like it's behind both of these. And all we need to do to that is just make it lighter. Okay, so just take your, test it, maybe a little lighter than that. Okay, I think even lighter than that. All right, that's good. Okay, so then just go ahead and paint that one in. Okay. All right, good. Okay, and then, so do you see how this one looks like it's behind these? Okay, and now the next one, which is going to be the lightest, just mostly water and a little bit of ink, and that one's just going to go right there. Okay, so that is atmospheric perspective, a simple way to make atmospheric perspective, to show things are getting lighter as they go back in space. the other example that I wanted you to know or do, and it's on the PowerPoint in order to make the illusion of deep space, is one that we've already covered, and that one is using linear perspective. Okay, so linear perspective, as you know, you're gonna need to draw a horizon line, and you can use a ruler to draw the horizon line, and you're gonna need a vanishing point. Okay, and then because we're going to be creating the illusion of train tracks, and if you need a picture of it, it's on the PowerPoint. You're gonna need to draw two diagonal lines, and these are gonna become your train tracks. And you can use the brush if you want, or you can use the pen and ink, whichever one, to draw this and make it look like train tracks. Okay, I'm not going to do the whole thing now so that you can work on it on your own, but so this is the last one for your book. Okay, once you're done with that one, all you need to do now is get all of your pages together. Okay, put them in order as best you can. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're going to create your book. All right. There's many ways to bind or put your pages together for your book. What I like to do, and I think it's really simple, is just take your pages and punch some holes into it like this, and make sure you punch holes through all of them, and then just use string to attach them. Like, here's a little mini version of a book. You can see here are the holes, and then just using yarn to attach it so that we can flip through it. And don't forget to put a cover sheet on this. Okay, get your experimental pages together with your other pages from the first PowerPoint, pen and ink techniques, part 1. Put everything together as one giant book, or you can have two separate books, one for each PowerPoint. It's really up to you. Okay, all right, well, good luck with it. Make sure it looks great, and that's it.